Congratulations, Hawkeyes, and welcome to the University of Iowa's 2020 Fall Commencement. Obviously, we're recognizing your graduation in a relatively unique way. We would much rather have celebrated with you and meet your friends and family and shake your hands in person. So while our celebration is virtual, please know our pride in your accomplishments remains as strong and bright as at any Iowa commencement in the past. You are a very, very special class of Iowa graduates, having finished your studies during a global pandemic that's been unprecedented in our lifetime. Throughout it, you have shown commitment and resilience in completing your degrees, and you have set a great example for our whole campus community. As always, we stand together today as Hawkeyes with strength, purpose, and pride. Now, today, many of you are gathering with others. Could be family members or friends or mentors. And those loved ones are very important in the process of your getting here. And any commencement is, in fact, a recognition not only of your accomplishments, but the team who got you here. So today, we also want to thank and recognize the family members, friends, teachers, mentors, and many others who have supported you and aided you in your success. Soon you'll be moving on to a new phase in your life, whether it be professional, personal, community, and maybe even educational. You should know that you have been central to the excellence of this university while studying here, and you have in fact contributed greatly to our campus community, as well as the larger community in our region. And looking forward, we are very, very grateful that your future accomplishments will always be part of our proud Iowa legacy. We know that you will represent yourself, your university, and your profession with honor and integrity, and that you will make all the people in the world better through your talent, your compassion, and your newly minted knowledge and skills. We will always welcome you back to your campus, and we hope you, in fact, you might join us in the future for another in-person graduation. Once again, congratulations, good luck, and best wishes for great success in the wonderful years ahead of you. Please know we are very, very proud of you and all you've accomplished and all you've done for us. And very importantly, remember, once a Hawkeye, always a Hawkeye. Go Hawks!
Graduating students, family, and friends, I'm honored to join President Harold in bringing greetings from the University of Iowa on this very special occasion. I know this is a very different commencement celebration than what you've imagined, but even though we're at a distance, I'm sure you know that today you are surrounded by the best wishes of your peers, family, friends, and the faculty and staff who have cheered you and supported you along the way, and who are all so proud of you. And even if I can only be doing this virtually, it is no less of a privilege and a pleasure for me to celebrate the hard work and accomplishments of our graduating class of fall 2020. Graduates, you should be so proud of what you've achieved. Please know that we could not be more proud of you. We are honored to have traveled with you on this part of your academic journey. In addition to receiving the highest quality education inside and outside the classroom, I am sure that during your time here, you have built up a wealth of special memories and formed friendships that will last a lifetime. You've also faced some truly daunting challenges, including these unprecedented past 10 months, and you have navigated them with resilience and determination. Those qualities, experiences, and relationships will serve you well no matter where your journey takes you next. As you leave this university, you are carrying on a long tradition of excellence. So go forward with confidence and do great things. I know you will always be proud to be a graduate of the University of Iowa, just as I am, and just as we will always be proud to claim you as a member of the Hawkeye family. Congratulations, class of fall 2020.
Congratulations, College of Engineering graduates. As the Dean of the College of Engineering, it is my pleasure to welcome you as we recognize the College of Engineering's Fall 2020 Baccalaureate class. It is at this moment that you can look back and say that all of your hard work, your dedication, and your sacrifices have paid off, and you will soon be able to call yourselves alumni of this college and the University of Iowa. These ceremonies are always a time for reflection, but 2020, maybe more than any other year we can remember, has certainly left an indelible impact on our lives. Your final 2 semesters saw a shift to online and hybrid learning, a modification of the academic calendar, and a fundamental change in how you experience the campus and Iowa City. But as I've said many times before, engineers are problem solvers. Engineers are adaptable. Engineers are resilient. You adapted to new forms of course and lab delivery. You found new ways to take part in student organizations. You learned, quite suddenly, that being a student at the University of Iowa comes with the enormous responsibility of doing your best to keep your fellow students, your teachers and mentors, and your entire community safe and healthy. We know that your experience in the College of Engineering has been transformative, building you into skilled, thoughtful, and ethical engineers. We also know that the work you do beyond the university can and will change the world by making technology safer, ensuring access to clean water, mitigating floods, and harnessing the power of big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Whatever you do next, know that you will always be welcomed back to your home here in the College of Engineering. You will always be Hawkeyes. I would now like to introduce today's student speaker. Alec Hansen is a biomedical engineering major from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, focusing in the cellular engineering track for his degree. He has been active within the college as a peer advisor and student ambassador, as well as across campus as a student leader board member and clinical researcher at the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics. After graduation, Alec will continue to call Iowa City home and continue his education at the Carver College of Medicine.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates. I'm honored to be speaking to you here today. As commencement approached, and as my senioritis deepened, I had plenty of time to reflect on today's celebrations. For many of us, the last time we found ourselves in a transition like this was when we were just beginning our college studies. A mentor of mine growing up once told me that as I transitioned from high school to college, all the rules change. What he meant was that the independence of college was going to be our chance to begin forging who we wanted to be as adults. We moved out, and we took charge of steering our lives. We once looked at pursuing our degrees as this big unknown. How hard were classes going to be? How do I navigate a career fair? How do I make this education my own? But look at how we've grown. We learned how to be responsible for rigorous academics and professional life away from home, how to find community in a completely new environment, how to take care of ourselves mentally and physically, and we might have even learned how to cook a little. We've probably grown a lot more than we can tell or appreciate in this moment. And as nice as those are, I also can't reminisce about our time here without laughing at the many late nights in computer labs completing assignments we may or may not have procrastinated on, or the social acceptability of crashing midday for a nap on the beanbags in the basement of the engineering library. Nevertheless, we now face our next pivot, the next big unknown. The rules are going to change again, but what I think we've realized is the rules are always changing. I mean, look at the past year. We've faced unprecedented challenges in 2020, forcing us to change the way we interact with one another and how we learn. Together, we've shown that each and every one of us can thrive in times of uncertainty, endure changes in the way we live our lives, and walk confidently towards our futures, knowing that no problem is insurmountable. Although we're living in a time full of hurt and loss, we've plowed forward and made a virtual education work. I'm proud of the flexibility we've demonstrated thus far. Let's continue to do so. Being a December graduate, you may very well be someone who completed a co-op in the engineering industry, embarked on a study abroad adventure across the world, or any of a long list of other possibilities. No matter what we've endured to get here today, we leave this institution as polished, industry-ready professionals with valuable experience under our belts. Now, we may not leave remembering every concept we learned in differential equations or how to correctly apply Kirchhoff's laws and circuits, but what we do leave with is experience and grit in tackling problems and a sense of optimism in our ability to do so. Moving forward, we will all go different directions. Some of you may go and work as full-time engineers to optimize operations in a wide range of industries. Some will go into further education and specialize deeper into their own disciplines. Others may still be sorting out what direction they want to go in next. All of these are exciting. No matter your future, today I encourage you to go out and tackle the world with tenacity like we have for the last 4 years. The rules are always changing, but so are we. In a couple of weeks, we will happily say goodbye to the trials of 2020. Some will flip the calendar and never look back, but as graduates, we will remember. 2020 changed the world. Now it's our turn to take what we've learned and change it ourselves.
I am delighted to introduce alumna Amanda McHale, who will deliver the charge to the graduates and who will be inducted into our distinguished Engineering Alumni Academy. Amanda received her bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Iowa in 1999 and went on to earn a master's of business administration from the University of Minnesota Duluth. In her 14 years working for IBM, Amanda was one of 2 female IBM Master Inventors and a recipient of the Outstanding Technical Achievement Award. In 2014, Amanda joined Mayo Clinics as a health systems engineer. She now serves as the research administrator for Mayo Clinic Department of Medicine, setting strategy for the discovery, translation, and application of capabilities to address unmet needs of patients. She also co-leads the DERIVE initiative, Departments Engaging Research for Innovation, and is currently the co-chair of Mayo Clinic's COVID-19 Research Task Force. Amanda has a demonstrated history of creating successful and efficient teams of researchers, prioritizing diversity and professional development. She excels at setting a strategy and creating processes and programs to meet cost, quality, and performance objectives. Amanda is a devoted member of our engineering family and has benefited our students with her perspective by giving back to the college in many ways, including serving on our collegiate advisory board.
My sincere thanks to Dean Nemhard, the Iowa faculty and staff, and to my fellow alumni for the kind invitation to speak to you. First of all, congratulations. Sitting here before you is a huge privilege for me. Having been in your shoes 2 decades ago, I know the hard work, dedication, long nights, and endless studying you went through to get here. By nature, you have an intense passion for answering complex and compelling questions. And you're grounded knowing not everything has an answer. Not every simulation converges. And sometimes answers just lead us to more questions. We've walked in similar shoes, and I admire you greatly. Like you, I graduated with my BS in mechanical engineering. Proud, tired, excited, and nervous. And like you, I had just whizzed through my last finals, through the submissions of senior design, and blended the warm goodbyes with the excitement of setting out on my own. After my apartment on Iowa Avenue was packed up and crammed into my car, I drove north out of Iowa City and eventually pulled into Rochester, Minnesota, late at night and on my own. I still remember falling asleep that night, a little disoriented and a little overwhelmed, but with the satisfaction of, I did it. I walked into my job at IBM as a hardware development engineer to a team of all men and nearly everyone was 15 or 20 years older than me. My IBM journey led me through developing leading technologies, almost always as the only woman and typically as the youngest. I led teams across the US and overseas. Even back then, though, working virtually was commonplace to us. In those days, we didn't have Zoom. I actually liked the facade of being able to be an anonymous face behind my voice on a conference call because maybe people wouldn't see my blonde ponytail, or maybe they would think I was just a little bit older. I wanted them to value me for how I thought. I was eventually recruited to lead critical impact teams deployed when outages hit major data centers. I assembled experts from IBM labs across the globe and reported to senior executives what our next steps would be. In those report outs, I had to be concise and confident, technically nimble, and I had to be honest about what we knew about the outage and what we simply didn't understand yet. It was an adrenaline rush and an experience that would shape my future. I share this story with you not at all to shine a light on my own past, not at all, but to share with you an example of what an engineering degree from the University of Iowa opens for you. At Iowa, you've learned how to think critically across competing demands and requirements. You've learned how to work through problems that had no clear answer. And you've learned how to build teams and communicate with confidence and with humility. Not to mention, you've learned all of this during the greatest pandemic to hit our world in a century. You, of all people, know how to be creative and rise to the challenge. Iowa engineering prides itself on developing engineers who always bring more to the table. Engineers who are well-rounded in critical thought, excellent in communication, and with a grounded interest in seeking improvement in the communities around us. What I've said, they are not idle words, because I've met many of you. You are strong and smart. You are gracious and hardworking. You are creative and worldly and curious. And you will be sought, not only for the knowledge you have, but the reasoning you bring to problems facing you and others around you. After 15 years at IBM, I took a leap of faith and joined the healthcare industry. And I now oversee large portions of Mayo Clinic's clinical and basic science research program. We're working to discover and accelerate therapies that our patients desperately need but don't yet have. It is indeed humbling. In March of this year, just as lockdowns were starting to spread across our communities, I was asked to co-lead Mayo Clinic's research response to COVID-19. Within days, a leading infectious diseases physician and I stood up a research task force to optimize our approach across test development, virology, data science, and the delivery of critical clinical trials. You know the classes I had at Iowa as a mechanical engineering student, and you know that not a single one touched on antivirals or the spike protein of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. You would think that what I learned at Iowa or in tech didn't matter in March. However, it did matter, and it mattered greatly, because how we as engineers think matters. How I could think quickly and divide a large problem into small parts, pursue multiple paths, and how I could communicate and bring others together around a common cause and this task force. And in this flurry of angst, little sleep, and high expectations, there was actually an underlying calm within me that this big puzzle was just another problem, and it with many variables and unknown outcomes. I wish I could look forward 20 years and see where you'll be, and I can only begin to imagine the problems that you'll get to solve, or the people who will seek you out for how you think. You will build upon these problems and solve even greater challenges over time. Because of your educational roots at Iowa, I am confident you will do so with cohesive thought, an emphasis on communication, and a focus on the human element of your choices. I wish you the best of luck as you pack up and move on to your next journey. And as you take your steps, take notice of what you encounter, what you contribute, and what you're able to solve. It will continue to grow. You're well equipped, and these steps are just right for you. Go do great things. It's great to be a Hawkeye engineer.
Thank you, Amanda, and congratulations on your induction into the college's Distinguished Engineering Alumni Academy. President Bruce Harold will now confer the Bachelor of Science in Engineering degrees on our graduating students. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Engineering please rise? President Harold, these candidates, having completed all the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, are recommended to you by the faculty of the College of Engineering for the conferring of this degree.
On recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer on each of you the degree Bachelor of Science in Engineering as qualified and designated.
We now wish to individually recognize the recipients of engineering baccalaureate degrees.
Victoria Marie Black, Biomedical Engineering. Casey Lee Blaylock, Biomedical Engineering. Bradley Boyson, Biomedical Engineering. Ezekiel Martin Brandstad, Biomedical Engineering. Benjamin Cassidy, Biomedical Engineering. Ziyu Chong, Biomedical Engineering and Technological Entrepreneurship Certificate. Lauren Elizabeth Diargo, Biomedical Engineering, Computer Science minor. Madison Vivian Edwards, Biomedical Engineering. Alexandria Renee Feldmeyer, Biomedical Engineering. Alec Warren Hansen, Biomedical Engineering with University Honors with Distinction. Mary Stewart Harkleroad, Biomedical Engineering. Logan Joseph Hatfield, Biomedical Engineering. Alexandra A. Haugen, Biomedical Engineering with University Honors. Omar Adnan Ismail, Biomedical Engineering. Akar Jani, Biomedical Engineering. Michael Gabriel Joy, Biomedical Engineering, Computer Science minor. Tanner Carbonic, Biomedical Engineering, Mathematics minor. Khalid Kayali, Biomedical Engineering. Emma Loren Leisinger, Biomedical Engineering. Skylar Wade Malenki, Biomedical Engineering. Bailey Stefani Mead, Biomedical Engineering, Mathematics minor. Faith Meyer, Biomedical Engineering. Lindsay Marie Munt, Biomedical Engineering, Computer Science minor. Gila Nadler, Biomedical Engineering. Alexander Charles Peebles, Biomedical Engineering. Ashrita Raghuram, Biomedical Engineering with distinction. Kimberly E. Schrader, Biomedical Engineering, Gender, Women's, and Sexuality Studies minor, Computer Science minor. Isabella Marie Solaroli, Biomedical Engineering, Computer Science minor with University Honors with highest distinction. Samuel Swearson, Biomedical Engineering. Kylie Jody Block, Chemical Engineering, Business Administration minor, Chemistry minor. Sarah Chun Chow, Chemical Engineering, Mathematics minor, Chemistry minor with University Honors. Amber Lynn Decker, Chemical Engineering, Chemistry minor. Austin Gordon Doak, Chemical Engineering, Chemistry minor, Computer Science minor, Mathematics minor. Emily Ann Holmberg, Chemical Engineering, Chemistry minor. Nolan Patrick Huran, Chemical Engineering, Business Administration minor. Emra Centurk, Chemical Engineering. Kathleen Margaret Wade, Chemical Engineering, Business Administration minor, Chemistry minor with University Honors. Allison M. Cole, Civil Engineering, Global Health Studies minor, Sustainability Program Certificate. Abby Clara Dirks, Civil Engineering with University Honors. Francis Hart, Civil Engineering, Business Administration minor. Emily King, Civil Engineering. Benjamin Michael Rowley, Civil Engineering. Christian Steckel, Civil Engineering. Jordan Peerless Strauss, Civil Engineering. Tyler Dane Tuttle, Civil Engineering. Barrett Daniel Wise, Civil Engineering. Travis Wright, Civil Engineering. Tyler David Ashton, Environmental Engineering, Sustainability Program Certificate. Jillian Ann Marie Bloom, Environmental Engineering, Sustainability Program Certificate. Michaela Lynn Biggs, Computer Science and Engineering, with honors in Computer Science and Engineering. Yash Chauhan, Computer Science and Engineering, Mathematics minor, Large Data Analysis Certificate, Entrepreneurial Management Certificate. Christopher Joseph Swick, Computer Science and Engineering, Mathematics minor. Kayla May Felderman, Computer Science and Engineering. Dylan John Gardner, Computer Science and Engineering. Xiaotao Li, Computer Science and Engineering. Alan Rolla Jr., Computer Science and Engineering. Jacob Robert Corcoran, Electrical Engineering, Computer Science minor, Business Administration minor. Jacob T. Gleason, Electrical Engineering, Computer Science minor, with distinction. Brett Kinnick Konzen, Electrical Engineering, Mathematics minor. Grace Marie Milroy, Electrical Engineering, Mathematics minor, with distinction. Jason Rathjen, Electrical Engineering, Computer Science minor. Spencer Thomas Schmaltz, Electrical Engineering, Mathematics minor, with University Honors, with high distinction. Ella Rose Wake, Electrical Engineering. Nicholas Joseph Adam, Industrial Engineering. Jake Benischek, Industrial Engineering. Catherine Louise Cermak, Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor. Brandon Kyle Corridon, Industrial Engineering. Ryan Matthew Dosvardis, Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor, with highest distinction. Nicholas Charles Hawkins, Industrial Engineering, Mathematics minor. Loden W. Henning, Industrial Engineering, Statistics minor, with University Honors, with honors in Industrial Engineering, with distinction. Chris Holland, Industrial Engineering. Owen Patrick Kivlin, Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor. Amelia Joy Klarich, Industrial Engineering, with highest distinction. Renee Lynn Middleberg, Industrial Engineering, Psychology minor, with University Honors, with highest distinction. Abby Louise Moore, Industrial Engineering, Aerospace Studies minor. Josh Davis Munhenke, Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor. Cole Brian Schuchard, Industrial Engineering, Business Administration minor, Nonprofit Management certificate. Brandon Dean Bell, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor. Alex David Briney, Mechanical Engineering. Trey Felix Castillo, Mechanical Engineering. Shane Chetney, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, with distinction. Grant Stephen Cottingham, Mechanical Engineering, Business Administration minor. Juliana Danese Huiz, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, Computer Science minor, with University Honors, with honors in Mechanical Engineering. Mohammed A. Elobed, Mechanical Engineering, Spanish minor. Inzo Guazo Rizzo, Mechanical Engineering. Jeremy D. Hill, Mechanical Engineering, with University Honors, with distinction. Tyler John Kenny, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, with highest distinction. Stefan Kitsos, Mechanical Engineering. Antonio Angel Luna, Mechanical Engineering, Cinema minor. Taylor Monk, Mechanical Engineering. Samuel James Murphy, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor. J. Mukesh Patel, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor. Quentin George Pham, Mechanical Engineering, Business Administration minor, Mathematics minor. Derek James Randcleve, Mechanical Engineering, Business Administration minor, Mathematics minor. Nicholas Aaron Rober, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, with University Honors, with highest distinction. Jack Michael Roach, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, Business Administration minor. Blaine Richard Schneider, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor. Austin Matthew Schulte, Mechanical Engineering, Business Administration minor. Grant Michael Shelley, Mechanical Engineering, Mathematics minor, Technological Entrepreneurship Certificate. Eben Wayne Shelton, Mechanical Engineering. Michaela Marie Thiel, Mechanical Engineering, with University Honors, with highest distinction.
Finally, I want to say that as engineers, you are equipped to make essential contributions to this nation and the world. You have a responsibility to bring your talents, understanding, and expertise to bear on the problems facing the world. I hope you'll be guided by the highest of ethical standards, with great respect for our environment, and a genuine commitment to human values. Congratulations, you are now officially alumni of the College of Engineering. We wish you the greatest of success in your career and your future.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I congratulate each and every one of you graduating today. Today is a wonderful day for you, for the university, and for our state. Iowa has long been known as a state that values education. That is a core value of the Regents' mission. The pandemic has changed our lives and certainly made many things more difficult. Through this, you have persevered through unprecedented circumstances to achieve your goal of receiving your degree. Commencement is when we fulfill the most essential mission of Iowa's public universities. Graduating talented people like you who will go on to make a positive impact on our society. Celebrating your graduation today in a different way is only one of the higher education changes we are experiencing, one of the changes we are experiencing in higher education right now. Though today's ceremony is not a traditional format and not what you were expecting when your college career started, this in no way takes away from the tremendous accomplishment of graduating. The common theme of all commencement ceremonies is that we celebrate the value of education and your achievement. As you embark on an exciting new chapter of your life and the many personal and professional successes ahead of you, take pride in being a graduate of the University of Iowa, one of the great public universities in the nation. You should be proud of the people that have helped support you and helped you to this significant threshold in your life. Rest assured, they are extremely proud of you. Receiving a degree is one of life's truly great moments. Once again, congratulations to all. The Board of Regents, State of Iowa, is very proud to now call you an alumni of the University of Iowa.
Congratulations, class of 2020, go Hawkeyes!
Congratulations, Cody! Congratulations to all of our seniors, especially Renee and Loden and Matt and Danny, who all worked in my lab. I know you've all got a brilliant future ahead of you.
Congratulations, Tyler Kenny, on becoming a fourth-generation Iowa grad, and
Go Hawks!
We are so proud of you.
Wishing you all the best in your post-grad studies.
We're proud of you and honored to be your parents.
Go Hawks! You made your mom really proud, buddy.
We love you.
Congrats, son. Go Hawks!
Te amamos hasta el infinito y más allá.
We're really proud of you and what you've achieved at University of Iowa, and we love you.
Congratulations! Woo!